สืบทอดเอาไว้ตั้งหลายเส้นคนค่อยหักดินลาวค่อยหักคนลาวหักส่วนทุกเผ่าของลาวทุกคนอยู่ไสก็ห่วงเมืองลาวเหลือล้นห่วงหักทุกคนที่เป็นศาสตร์ลาวตัวใครจะยังก็นึงหาทินคิดถึงแดนดินนั้นอยู่บ่เศร้าทั้งกายจะซื่นบนพื้นดินเขาแต่ใจมันเศร้าเววาระทมจึงห้องเป็นเพลงฝากสายลงไปคำควรวนให้ด้วยใจเลือกคมฝากสายลมบอกว่าค่อยระทมห่วงบ้าระบมเพราะห่วงลาใครจะยังคะนึงหาทินคิดถึงแดนดินนั้นอยู่บ่เศร้าทั้งกายจะซื่นบนพื้นดินเขาแต่ใจมันเศร้าเววาระทมจึงห้องเป็นเพลงฝากสายลมไปวนให้ด้วยใจเลือกคมฝากสายลมบอกว่าค่อยระทมห่วงบ้าระบมเพราะห่วงลา
ดินคมหา บายดีท่านผู้ชมที่อยู่ทางบ้านที่เคารพนับถือและหักแพงคณะถาวรวิรวรมื้อนี้ออกมาในรายการพิเศษเพราะว่ามีเสียงเรียกร้องมาดนแล้วที่ว่าอยากให้เฮ็ดเป็นภาษาอังกฤษเนาะพี่น้องเนาะและก็น้องๆลูกหลานลาวผู้ที่เกิดใหม่ใหญ่น้ำหลังอยู่ที่อยู่อเมริกานี่ก็หลายชีวิตที่ว่าขอมาดนแล้วตั้งแต่เฮาเปิดอะไรรายการตั้งแต่ต้นมาก็เลยยังบ่ได้มีโอกาสมาเฮ็ดเทื่อกับมื้อนี้ก็เป็นโอกาสดีที่ก็ได้คิดว่าเป็นจุดเริ่มต้นใหม่พี่น้อง and welcome everybody to our Human Rights and Democracy in Laos TV. And also at this point, I would like to start with saying good evening to everybody that lives in the USA, Canada, or down in Mexico, and also in the European and in Asia, especially it's in the morning now, and down to the down under Australia. And I would like to let you be aware of the situation in Laos. Before I go to that part, I have to start talking about our roots, where we come from, as quite a few people that don't know where we are from and how we get here. So I'm gonna talk about how our Laotians come from Laos. As the youngsters that born in America, they don't know. Some of them, their parents tell them and they understand. But lots of them, they don't know how their parents got into the USA. Sadly, I have to tell you that the reason we are in the USA come as a refugees. First of all, in 1975, when the Laos government, as of now, they were invading Laos since 1975. It's called communism regime invading Laos. At that time, as I was still little, but we came with our parents. Parents bring us to the camp in Thailand. We stay in the camp for many months. It depends on each family. That's, it depends on the refugees, paperwork, and so on. And we were in refugee camps for around 6 to 7 months. But for our family, we got into the US since 1979. But everybody is different. You have to understand that your parents got to USA as a refugees at that time, escaping from communism. In Laos, communism invaded by North Vietnam before Vietnamese was divided into two parts. North Vietnam was communism regime governing, and South Vietnam was democracy. At that time, Chinese and North Vietnam invaded Laos, and when they captured the king back then, and they take them to concentration camp. And not long after that, they must have killed him and his family, and we don't know the details. If you understand about Dr. Sombat Somphon, how he got disappearance, you will understand why it happened that way. Also, at that time, all the officials, military soldiers, and police officers, and everybody that working under the government, the communism capture and sent to concentration camps. and then they suffer. So many suffer, and some of them die because of their torture. They have so many things that they do to destroy Lao people at that time. And as you know, communists, they don't care about human. And I'm posting the human rights law on there is because that I want to remind us that we are human. Also, after that, when the communists invaded Laos, they destroyed a lot of histories. They destroy our books, history books, and teaching books in the libraries and all. As we all know, communism regime, dictatorship, they don't care about democracy. All they do is destroy democracy. So after that, we escape. The way we escape from Laos to Thailand is not an easy part. That's the hardest part because the communists, they're scared of the truth and they're scared of the people that's living in Laos, the educated people especially. And when we escape from Laos, we escape by boat. And when some of the people, their boat sink, and some of the people were shot down by the communist soldiers at that time. And our family, well, all the Laotians family, fled to Thailand border, and then the authorities in Thailand take us, to the camp. And at that time, during that time, up to the late 80s, they have many camps in Thailand. I think it was four camps in Thailand, and we were helped by United Nations. United Nations and are working with the Thailand government in order to feed us, to work with us in order to get us out from the danger to the third world country where we at now. So when we got to USA, we have sponsorship, and we have to learn about the culture. We have to learn the way of living in the USA, and a lot of us are making and adapt to the way of living in the USA. And thank God and thank goodness and thank Buddha, thank everything that helped us to arrive safely, and we established ourselves into a great way of American dreams, and a lot of us are living in a good life, and I would say 97% of people that we have good life in the USA and other part of the world too, and many countries having the same thing. We all living in good life for many years until one day everybody woke up, and when the communism, they see that we are doing well, they were sending monks, and they're sending their people to come and establishing life along with us. And some of them, you can tell right away that they are coming for trouble. And some of them, you cannot tell that they are here to stir up things. But anyway, we got to this point, and we see that a lot of people have been gone back to Laos. So, and a lot of Lao youngsters do not know the situation in Laos. And right now, a lot of them are talking about visiting Laos. But I want you to know the roots where we come from is that we escaped from Laos, from communism dictatorship. Because communism, how many countries in the world? Only 5. 5 countries in the world. Right now, Russia, China, Vietnam, Laos, and Cuba. So it's only 5 countries in the world out of 195 countries. People understands that communism, they don't have leisure laws, rules, and regulations. They have strict on their part. And I would like to tell you that to be aware of where you are if you go to Laos. Because right now that they don't have human rights in Laos. They don't have the law to protect the travelers, the visitors, or the tourism that you want to talk about. And yes, North Korea, thank you, bro. North Korea is the main one, and it seems like to me that Laos want to be North Korea second. And what I want to tell you, the young Laos people, young Laosters that's living in the US want to go visiting Laos. First of all, you have to understand the situation that right now in Laos is not the safest place to be. Human rights law that I would say is 0 in Laos. Because I will show you what they don't have. This is another problem in Laos right now. They censor social media. They censor anything that's going on that's not belong to Laos. Even Lao people, Lao citizens living in Laos, they are living in the turmoil. They have to be careful in everything that they do. They can't criticize the government. They can't criticize the bad roads. They can't criticize anything that's going on in Laos. You can't even say they have bad reputation. Because freedom of speech is nothing in Laos. You can't. They don't have freedom of speech. Since we know that they don't have freedom of speech, they don't have the freedom of anything that's going on in Laos that is for Laos people. I can tell you that their government is not for the people. Their government is not by the people. The government is not of the people. Because their government is one communism party, political party. They don't have 2 or 3 or more. They only have one political party, which is their group controlling they're not governing, they're controlling Laos. And the way they performing governing Laos is not by the people. Laos citizens did not have the rights to select or choose for the government. They don't have election. They only have selection on their group. Not only that, the people that they have the fake, they have the fiction on the whole election. When that time comes, they tell the people wherever they're living in area, and then they have the group leader that they will tell whoever to select. You can't elect by yourself. You have to mark what they tell you to do in order to put in the election box. So they have selection box, not like democracy. Democracy, we have election. They have selection. So their people do not have any rights. They only can listen. They can't criticize. They can't say anything that they think of. They only can say what the government tell them to say. So I want the young Laosters that living in US especially to know that their government, Lao PDR government, tell Lao people living inside the country not to associate with us, not talking with us like Lao people or family, because they said we are not Laos. Even though we born in Laos, and especially you living in the USA, American born, going back to Laos, they say you are a foreign people. So you have to be careful where you go, because if you're visiting the family, be careful that even the family will look at you differently and will talk to you differently. Don't be surprised, because they do. And as of you, some of you have gone back before with your parents, and I hear different stories. As many people that I talk with over the years, some people, they can't even go to bathroom. They go to Laos for 3 days. They can't go to bathroom because they cannot operate. I'm not putting Laos down, but that's the way we live over here, is the cleanliness. But in Laos, if you go visit relatives, it's different. The kids in the teenage years, they went back to Laos to visit before with their parents. They have to come to Thailand and go to see the doctor because they cannot urinate for 3 days. So the system shut down. So they have to recover in Thailand. That's one family. And other family, a lot of family that they say that they have diarrhea, they have fever and diarrhea problems when they go to Laos. They all end up in hospital in Thailand before they come to USA. So a lot of people, but when they come back and they don't want to talk about it because they say, one, they don't want relatives in Laos to feel that they are criticized or put down our own country. But it's not put down. We are telling the truth. Because if any one of you want to go back to Laos and think that it's like USA. Forget it. It's not. You have to really, what can I say? I don't want to say something that to hurt somebody's feeling, but the truth is, when one person that wrote in said that when they went to Laos, they were stopped by the police. They're asking for money. That is not a new. That's happened over and over ago. Years ago, and it happened to me too when I went back to Laos. That's very common when they're asking people's money because they don't have enough. Their pocket is still up. So when they're asking for money, they don't talk about $5 or $10. They're asking $20, $50, $100. So what happened is that people, when they go back, when they have problem, they don't know how to go from there, because even the relatives in Laos would tell them, you don't go to the hospital here in Laos because it's not up to date. You have to go to Thailand in order to get taken care of. So in Laos, even though you don't have the right government, you have the fiction government, and you have what they call it, puppet world in the government. So-called that they have fake government, and they don't have laws. They don't have laws or rule and regulation that you can look up, because nothing is legit. Everything is go by mouth. Whoever's the authority on the street, or whoever authorities in the wherever you go to, they have the rights and they make up the laws for themselves. So if you want to go to Laos, be prepared for anything that can happen to you. And you have to be responsible for your own action, because they will not help you. Not only help you, but if you have an accident in Laos, be prepared to suffer. Just last night we saw, I cannot show it on our page because it's crucial, and Facebook will take it down. The foreigner from European, 8 people got hurt on the road. I don't know how they ride on the local taxi that's open air, the third world country use for their taxi. So when they were in Vang Vieng area, when they fell off the taxi on the street, they screaming and yelling because they're in pain. People, I can't even watch because it's crucial. Not only that, not only can I watch, when I hear their screaming or in painful voice, sound, I feel really bad for them, because listen, they don't have an ambulance to go pick you up. They don't have ambulance. They only have ambulance that were donated them. That's not enough to go around. I hear people say that they've been screaming for 2-3 hours and nobody's come to help. It's many times that Lao people were stuck. Nobody can come help them. The local people, they have to help each other. the Laotian, they help each other, and whoever have money, they go to Thailand to taking care of. But when you go to Laos hospital or Laos clinic, it's a risk. I'm not saying in a funny way, but just think about it. I don't want to go to the hospital or to the clinic where the names say doctor, but they don't know what they're doing. They don't even talk to you nicely. They don't even know how to customer service. And why would you want to go to vacation like that? For me, if I go on vacation, I want to go on vacation where it's better than where I'm living. So if you want to go vacation on the third world country where nothing is developed, the road is bumpy, you want a bumpy ride, and you don't know when you're going to end up on the road by yourself, so that's the place you want to go. So I'm telling you that Laos is not the perfect vacation spot or place where you want to go and visit. But if you want to take risk, not anything can happen. So, and some people would say, well, I'm going to die one day, so might as well take a risk. You on your own. So I want to tell you another thing is this. They don't have Article 19 in Laos. Even though Laos, they go to the UNHR, United Nations, for meeting and for donations, and they go for other help that they're asking. But they don't come to Laos and then, try to educate Lao citizens to understand and to obey and to act on it. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It says right here, Article 19, everyone has the right to freedom of an opinion and of expression. This right includes freedom of hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. I would like to let you know that human rights law is not happening in Laos. It's been over for how many years now that they start talking about sustainable development goals in Laos. UNHR in the United Nations, they started since 2015. Since then until now, nothing happening. And what I understood is that Dr. Sombat Somphone started it since 1980, but it did not go anywhere because it's against the government, Lao government. It's against their doing because they are renting out the Lao land and letting the foreign investor to harvest anything that they want in Laos. They cut down the timbers, they drag out the lumbers, and even digging up their roots and taking care of those to go back to their country in China, in Vietnam. We even shown the videos that's from the UK, they have the um, videos they're taking the logs to the company is in Vietnam, and Lao authorities even working for them, helping them to destroy our country. Yes, big time. So what I want to let you know is that be aware, be alert in Laos, because corruption is from up top to the bottom. It's everywhere. And for people that have been gone back, they know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say out 100% because it's gonna sound really terrible, very very terrible. So I'm trying to select softer words. I'm trying to select you know the words that is not gonna make you sound like it's the worst country, but it is. It's the worst country to go to visit. So if you prepare to spend money, to be taking risk, help yourself. So I'm trying to let you know that I'm trying to influence you not to go back to Laos, because a lot of people that's recruiting your pocket right now. A lot of people try to recruit your pocket to go help the poor in Laos. So when that going on, open up your mind. Make sure that you're not a victim on that part. So I know you have kind heart. We all have kind heart because Laos is a poor country, and we are from there. But we can go help them if they are a democracy country. But under communism regime, under the dictatorship, it's not right, because the government will take advantage, and they will take advantage of us, and they will pushing us to be their puppets. You don't want to do that. We are in a better position. We are in a better country, the best country in the whole world. I'm telling you that. I really feel that we are very lucky that we live in the USA. But for lots of people, we wish that Laos is a democracy country. But before then, this is it. But after, if they change to be democracy country, we all will go help them. That's what we're gonna do. So in the meantime, just sit back, relax, enjoy your coffee. Don't go enjoy Laos right now. Just look at them right now. So I know a lot of people, they want to go back with their parents, and their parents try to push them to go back, but they're saying, what am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? But in the meantime, just be alert, be aware of the situation, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Whatever you wanna know, or you want me to get information, just jot down in the inbox, and I will take a message, and we'll go from there, and I'll come out next time, and we'll continue, and I'll let you know how things are. But in the meantime, communist propaganda is not easy. It's not easy thing. They can say very, very kind words, but it's not the truth. But you have to be aware of it in order not to be their victim. So I can say that God bless everybody to be in a good situation and to have a good life. Continue to have a good life and good family values in the USA. So until next time, I will say goodbye and have a good evening, everybody. สบายดีขอขอบใจทุกท่านทุกคนเด้อที่เข้ามาร่วมรายการนำขน้อยพร้อมนี้ขน้อยก็ขอให้ทุกท่านทุกคนจงมีแต่ความสุขสดีตลอดไปนะพี่น้องเนาะ Good luck everybody. Have a great evening.สืบทอดเอาไว้ตั้งหลายเส้นคอนค่อยฮักดินลาวค่อยฮักคนลาวฮักสนทุกเผ่าของลาวทุกคนอยู่ไสก็ห่วงเมืองลาวเหลือล้นห่วงฮักทุกคนที่เป็นชาติลาวตัวใครจะยังก็นึงหาทินคิดถึงแดนดินนั้นอยู่บ่เศร้าทั้งกายจะซื่นบนพื้นดินเขาแต่ใจมันเศร้าเววาระทมจึงห้องเป็นเพลงฝากสายลงไปคำควรวนให้ด้วยใจเลือกคมฝากสายลมบอกว่าค่อยระทมห่วงบ้าระบมเพราะห่วงลาจะยังคะนึงหาทินคิดถึงแดนดินนั้นอยู่บ่เศร้าทั้งกายจะซื่นบนพื้นดินเขาแต่ใจมันเศร้าเววาระทมจึงห้องเป็นเพลงฝากสายลมไปวนให้ด้วยใจเลือกคมฝากสายลมบอกว่าค่อยระทมห่วงบ้าระบมเพราะห่วงลา
ที่จบลงไปนั่นก็แม่นเพลง
อยู่